Today, we consider these three things: riots, cheeblins, and fondue forks. Settle down and join us for a new installment of Copper and Brimstone.
Good thing that Juno
didn't get us lost.
Yeah. You guys make it no time. Like you guys are there. Yeah, you get to the tablets are stressful.
I feel like on the way, Juno's like pointing out all the landmarks, and he's like, "There's the big bank. There's the homeless guy who like only yells at people."
Kreja is equally fascinated by everything you point out,
Awesome.
especially the homeless.
All right, so Juno gets you there no time, like 5 minutes flat, or maybe 10 or 20 minutes.
Speedy.
Yeah, you guys aren't sprinting. Sane. Cool. So the Ashmeyer station is modestly large. It used to be known for remaining well kept despite being in the middle of Ashmeyer, but lately some of the brick has been tagged and there's like occasional garbage strewn on the floor. It's not too bad, especially for being in the middle of Ashmeyer. The place smells fairly clean apart from the wafting scent of burning fuel. Light filters through a curved glass canopy that covers most of the outside portion of the station. At this time of day, it's usually not too busy because most commoners take the earlier trains. So you mostly see families, businessmen, and like the odd tourist. But right now, there actually seems to be a bit of commotion. A train is in the station, and it seems like it has no intention of leaving. People are actually flocked around it. They're flocked around the last cart, which is usually the cargo cart. And you hear a lot of yelling.
I have the papers, right? And also the tickets?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you don't have tickets right now.
No tickets.
You
Okay.
have
So I
papers.
go find the ticket box place.
You find the ticket booth. Cool. That is a rectangular structure of wood and glass. It has a flustered elven woman standing inside of it. People are yelling at her too. She makes eye contact with you through the crowd, and you kind of see like mortal terror. Like nothing is like customer service. Like, she probably thinks that you're here to yell at her too.
I try to smile kindly.
How capable are Dragonborns of doing
I was
that?
wondering that. I was like, try to smile.
Fangs.
For everyone only hearing this, I just bared my teeth.
Perfect.
Can Juno investigate what all the ruckus is about?
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check.
I don't know how to do that. I'm assuming just roll.
Yeah, and then there's an investigation check. It's just your intelligence modifier if you're not.
Okay, 13.
13. You hear a couple of like, "Where's my bags?" and "You can't keep my luggage forever," and stuff like that. Other than that, you can't really gather too much information.
That's like it's trapped.
Hostage.
Free them.
Okay. Free the bag.
Free the bag. First campaign.
I feel like Juno, just to be a little shit, would start chanting, "Free the bag, free the bag."
The elven girl who's like inside the ticket booth just kind of like, you hear like maybe say a little prayer to whatever god, whatever patron she believes in. She's like, fuck.
I try to push my way up to the front.
Okay.
To converse with her.
Okay.
Hi. I wanted to get some tickets. We have a job on the train.
A job on the train?
We're from the temp agency.
Oh, yeah. You don't need tickets. You could just go to the office over there.
Good, okay. Is everything okay?
Not really.
What's wrong?
I don't really know. They're not telling me anything. They could probably inform you more in the office.
Yeah. What are these people? Like,
And some, like, burly dwarf kind of, like, shoves beside you, and he's like, they have our bags, and they're not giving them back! You can't keep my bags forever, lady! And he, like...
she's not keeping your bags.
Kreja is just staring. That is amazing. I didn't realize they made people that small.
He, like, looks up at Freya, and he's seriously considering kicking this large woman in the kneecaps.
Please, where did you get the information that they're keeping your bags?
They just won't let us into they won't give us our luggage!
Okay.
They're not telling us anything else!
Well, I can assure you, I'm sure this lady doesn't have your luggage, so we should go to someone else.
You're right! Rally the train! And, like, the crew that took around, the elven girl and her ticket booth run towards the bigger crowd.
Okay. I mean, I didn't... well, that happened.
Yeah, the elven girl just kind of, like, sighs, and she still looks nervous, but she's like, thank you. You can go to the office if you want more information. They could probably tell you more than I can.
Okay. To the office.
To the office you go!
Running montage.
Dun, dun, dun,
Juno's
dun.
still yelling free the bags.
Oh my god.
Temerity kind of comes back and just, like, takes a hold of your arm and just starts dragging you along, like, we need to do this!
Okay, actually, can Juno make a charisma check really quick?
Yeah. Oh,
Just a
let
flat
me
charisma
tell
check.
you, that is a... Oh, whoa. 14.
Plus.
Oh, it's 11 plus 3.
Okay. There's, like, 2 people who've, like, caught on to this. And they're like, free the bags! Free the bags! And, like, just a few. Just a few.
Kreja started repeating it just because she thinks it sounds important.
Oh my god.
That person seems to know what they're on about.
So, there's a few people here chanting free the bags. You enter the... no, you don't enter. You come up to the office, and there's 2 guards who are keeping a small crowd of angry passengers from entering the office. They look at you, and you know, they're just like the elf at the ticket booth. They're like, more people trying to cause trouble.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably not going to let you in unless you give them a good reason.
Hi. We're from the temp agency. We're for jobs on the train.
Temp agency.
Temp agency.
We're a little busy right now, if you can't already see. And he's like, actually physically, like, holding a halfling away from, like, the door.
What's up with the luggage?
That's classified information, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Did I accidentally send all the people from the ticket agency to here?
You did. And they know.
They saw me do that? No.
So what does the scene look like currently?
So, there's an office, the doors are closed, and there's 2 guards outside the door. And there's a small crowd of about, like, 10, 15 people who are rallied around it, trying to get in, yelling similar things. Not quite, free the bags.
Free the bags.
Other than that, most of the people are crowded around the actual train, near the back of the train. And there's, most of the yelling's happening over there, but there is some commotion here. The guards don't seem that impressed. But one of them leans over and is like, do you have a paper?
Yeah, I do. And I hand him some paper.
He looks at the paper and he looks at the guy who's busy wrestling a halfling away, which isn't that hard, but still. They're wily.
I go to pick the halfling up. Away from the guard.
You
Do I have to
know,
make a strength check?
yeah.
They get smaller.
This halfling is just...
Temerity's just watching this with, like, just really amused. Like, all of this is really funny to him. Like, he's just like, this is a normal day.
What is that? That's a 6.
Yeah.
3, so that's 9.
9? The halfling just manages to, like, wrench out of your grip and looks at you and is like, hands off!
Sorry!
He's not having a good day. His face is all red. He really wants his luggage. But, they look at the paper and they're like, alright, sure. They do their best to open the door and let you guys in. But it's not gonna happen unless they're gonna let all these people in. And so they close it again and they're like, they shrug. Like, what can you do?
Is there a window?
Can I Go on.
There is a window. It's closed, and it might not be an openable window. Unfortunately.
I can fix that. I mean, I can break the window. That's not a big deal.
Is there a nearby open space or like hallway that theoretically the crowd could be distracted into going towards?
Yeah, there's corridors that are between the platforms.
I cast Dancing Lights.
Dancing lights. Okay. What would you say this spectacle looks like?
I want it to start off as just little pinpricks of light and eventually just start... I want to see if I can make a performance check to distract the crowd with it so that we can just go through.
Yeah, sure, yes. Well, you're not performing quite yet. If you want to do something a little extra...
Well, I mean, the lights, and then I would like to make a perform check with my instrument.
Okay,
as
yeah.
a crowd distraction.
Totally, yes. Okay. So I will have you
yeah.
make a performance check.
Alright. Thank you.
That will be your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus. I think it's probably already written there.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is 9 plus... So it's charisma modifier plus the proficiency bonus, or is that included?
It should be included. Let me check really quick. 6. What's your charisma bonus?
Plus 4.
And then yeah, so it's 6. So your total is
15.
15. So what are you doing? Are you?
I have leaned up against the wall, pulled my accordion from my back, and just started sort of soulfully and calmly.
I can't make an accordion sound.
That's definitely
Yeah.
prime accordion.
Thank you.
Just picture that scene from Lady and the Tramp. Something that sounds like that.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, you guys, wait. I've got this.
Copyright infringement. Let's do this.
Better. I don't know if my check was that high.
But he was called extreme accordion skills. I didn't
Extreme
know what I was
accordion
getting.
skills.
That was beautiful.
Wonderful.
God.
Oh my god. So this happens. And the crowd in front of the office, it takes them a moment, but they notice the lights and then they notice the giant woman playing an accordion. And for a second, okay, so some of them follow, like some of them right away are like, whoa, that's cool. And they wander over, but there's still a few of them that they look a little too angry to be swayed by a simple accordion.
Well.
So there's about 2 people left yelling. 3 people left
Question:
yelling. Yes.
Are these 2 people the same 2 people who are the free the bags people?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like Juno would like grab their shoulders and be like, "Guys, free the bags has to wait. We gotta go watch this bomb ass performance."
You make a
Persuasion.
a persuasion check. Yeah.
Oh, that.
When armed revolution takes over the city, we know who to be.
11 plus 3. 14.
14. They look like they're not gonna budge, but you're their leader, and also that accordion player is a pretty bomb ass accordion player. So they're like, fine, yeah, you're right, and they like wander on over, and you guys can totally. The officers are like, thank God, and they open the door for you.
Okay. Vaughn doesn't even notice this. He is entranced
Oh.
by Kreja's accordion playing.
I immediately stroll through the doors.
I'm gonna go with it. How? Because we can't.
That is a question, isn't it?
Okay,
That is the question.
we're gonna go in.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get the information. We're gonna come back. I mouth all of this to you.
Can I roll perception to see how much of that I pick up?
Yeah. Roll perception.
Also, I'm sorry. Can we go over names just one more time? Because
Yeah.
my poor soul.
Yeah, y'all have high fantasy names.
Juno Weiss.
Yeah.
Okay, you're Juno.
Yeah.
I'm Kava.
Kava.
Temerity.
Temerity.
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Kreja.
Kreja. Awesome. I have someone in my other campaign's name is Raya, so
Fantastic.
praying that I will remember that.
Temerity. Kava. I forgot myself.
Who is she?
I did that the first time around, so.
So how much did you pick up of this?
I rolled a 15 and I've got a +3, so that's 18.
Okay, yeah, you get it. You kind of understand. Nods in more confidence as you realize you're not going to be abandoned. Oh yeah, the accordion play, it picks up a little bit. People are even like, their hype is happening. Yeah,
Damn.
hype is
You are the
happening.
new face of the revolution.
Yeah.
If you don't think I'm down to ruin another civilization,
Then you've got another
With your
thing coming.
accordion.
Oh god.
Oh my
A story
goodness.
for another day.
Oh my
Alright.
goodness.
We head in.
Okay.
Who
You-
doesn't head in?
Uh,
I don't. I'm watching the accordion.
Are you
Alright.
heading
Juno
in with
heads
us?
in.
Okay.
He's like, oh, she's not that good. I can do better.
ooh.
Juno's like really defensive about his musical talent, aka him playing the triangles.
Oh, right.
They do their best.
Okay, so you guys go in.
Oh god.
The office, there's about 6 or 7 people currently in the office. Tension is in the air. It's practically palpable. A tall elvish man he's in the middle of it. He's leaned over another person. And this person's holding up a flickering contraption that's suspended between their hands. It seems to be made of like metal and magic, actually. The elven man is leaning over it. He has one hand that's badly bandaged up. You can see blood kind of dripping from it, and he's talking into the contraption. He's like, back up, that's all I'm asking for, send back up. His eyes flicker up to you, and his expression is a mix of like shock and confusion, like, how are they in here? They're not part of my crew.
I just tried to put a chip in my mouth and it just like
Oh.
did not go in my mouth.
Oh.
it was a sad thing to witness. I saw that.
You don't have to put it in your back. When you are your character.
Tries to eat a chip, rolls in that one. Okay.
Shut up, you know.
I shouldn't have eaten a chip right before I started speaking.
Dude's brain matter dies.
Alright. He looks at you. The other person who's holding the contraption, they look at the elf like, what are we doing? What's going on? And the elf nods, and then the person does something, and the contraption flickers, and it's not lit up anymore by the magic that was lighting it up previously. And the elvish man, he takes a quick, proper inventory of you guys. His eyes linger on your weapons, for one, but especially the dragonborn and the tiefling. And is a little tentative. He also notices that Kav has a paper in her hand. You were sent by Gearbox Staffing, right?
Temp agency?
Yes.
Temp agency.
I am in need of your assistance right now.
Obviously.
Please. He walks by the other crew members and he's advancing on you guys, and you can tell he's desperate at this point. There's an infestation of cheeblins. Cheese goblins, as you all know. They must have been stowed away on the train since we returned from Lundy. Now they're in the cargo car doing who knows what to those passengers' cargo. You need to help me.
Okay. Why are they so dangerous? The cheese goblins?
Yeah, Juno's like obviously like his hand is over his mouth. He is trying to hide his laughter.
Alright, I want you guys to make an Arcana check. It's too bad you're not here because you have great Arcana ranks, but it's fine.
They sound
Oh my God.
delicious.
I got a nat 20 on that.
9.
9, nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got a -1 to a 4. I got a 3.
Alright. Kava, you're picturing goblins made of cheese. And this is comical as all hell, right? Temerity's like, Cheeblins. Even the name is hilarious.
Above room temperature, my only weakness.
I've seen worse.
Fondue! No!
My brother.
Where's the fondue fork stats? It's in here somewhere.
It's in here somewhere. Juno, you're laughing, right? You're like, Cheeblins. And then you have a flashback to one time in an apartment you were staying. You guys had an infestation of Cheeblins. And you remember... Oh, is there an actual
Oh, I have
fondue?
the stat. Sorry, I found the stats for a fondue fork.
What?
If anybody's curious.
What?
We'll include this in
Thanks,
in
Gibbs.
descriptions.
It's considered to be piercing damage, can be used in one hand, is considered a light weapon, and takes a -1 to hit.
Oh my god.
There we go.
The more you know.
Does a d4 of damage.
The more
Perfect.
you know.
Better than a dagger. So Juno, you have a flashback to when you were flatting with somebody, and your apartment had an infestation of Cheeblins. And you remember that the reason Cheeblins are so terrifying is because normal goblins, they're pretty wily, right? But they have some sense of sometimes, like maybe this isn't the best thing to do, or maybe we've gone too far.
Morality.
Cheeblins don't. Cheeblins are the pests of pests, and they don't stop. They're vicious, and you remember getting a couple good Cheeblin bites. You guys had to call the law enforcement to get the Cheeblins out of here. You can tell that the Bronze Dragon Express, a lot of their trouble is also probably regarding the fact that they don't want anyone to know that they now have Cheeblins on the train. That's bad publicity, you know. So with you two laughing and Juno remembering Cheeblins, the elf is looking desperately at you guys. You'll help me, right?
Sure.
Oh god.
I mean, we don't really have a choice if we want to, like, do our job.
Really?
But the job is for tomorrow, so
We could go home.
he
Sorry.
kind of like he dies for a moment. The life leaves his eyes.
Soft, mournful accordion in distance.
I already laughed.
I'll trust you'll help me then. And he rushes out.
Bye.
Yeah, you guys hopefully follow, and as you approach the cart, the crowd realizes that you all are coming for aid, and they become more panicked. Are you guys following them too?
Because we
I
walked
don't-
out, so, like, if you want to follow with your accordion, you can still play if you want.
I just walk out. You know what? Can I make a performance check to see how many of these people
Yeah.
just follow me?
Yes.
What's that?
Vaughn is first in line.
That
Like a little
folk
duckling.
tale? It's like the something.
Oh.
The pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still an 11.
Accordion.
11 people follow you.
There we go.
You have a parade, a small parade of people. The others that have not been, they're not swooning over your music yet. The biggest group of people that are around the cart, they panic because these people they have weapons, armor. They're like, what the hell is in that cart? What's happening to our stuff? They're freaking out. Distressed cries sound throughout the crowd. You guys notice a large, imposing woman, not unlike Kreja. She's in conductor's garb, and she's trying to diffuse all this distress. But she also looks extremely anxious, and she's saying things like, "Everyone, please stay calm. The situation is not the dire one. No bombs or murderers are aboard," and they're screaming. And she's like, no, that's a joke. Haha, funny joke. They said there was a bomb.
Juno's
Literally.
laughing. They are laughing. There are tears in their eyes. They're like, murderers! Ha!
Oh, people are freaking out. But the elven man doesn't linger there long. He kind of like face palms a little bit, but it's fine. He leads you to the entrance to the cart that's on the other side. It's the entrance that's like via the platform between the two carts, and extra crew members are doing what they can to keep the crowd from migrating towards you guys. Already, you guys hear scrabbling and pounding and tearing and like devilish laughing coming from the cart. The elf looks at you guys with wide eyes. He's like, I appreciate this. I really do. Are you all ready?
Got a hand on my weapon.
I do not know what is going on.
Ooh, I'm sorry. That was my job. We're fighting cheese goblins.
They're scarier than they sound.
She doesn't hear a word of that and just sort of leans in. Could I ask you to repeat that? I must not have heard you correctly.
I know, it sounds so funny, doesn't it? Cheese goblins. I've heard goblins made out of cheese. How hard?
Delicious.
And meanwhile, you guys hear like like coming from inside, like and like pounding and scratching and stuff.
They're actually quite terrifying, and we should be aware that they're pests and terrible.
I've seen worse.
Are they made of cheese?
They're not, and you know
I am
this from your check.
disappointed.
So they're not Gouda.
First pun of the evening, I think.
Okay, can Temerity go do the other job?
I wish. But you guys have made your decision, correct?
Yes.
You guys are ready. Let's clear off this table.
Ooh.
Let me get out a battle map.
Ooh, dang.
Here we go.
It should be noted, just so that everybody's aware, my character has a massive iron longsword strapped to their back, and at no point during this fight will they touch it.
Love that.
And I have made you all tokens. I mean, kind of crappy tokens. You guys are entering from over here.
So cute.
Are those like quarters?
They are quarters.
They're so small.
I love them.
Who's entering first? I think Temerity just kind of like.
Yeah, I'm
walked
like,
in.
let's do this.
Walked right in.
I am ready. Pulling out my Morning Star.
If
All
we
right.
are to head into combat, then I should switch my equipment. She puts the accordion away and begins to reach for what looks like the sword, and instead grabs the lute, draws that, and then begins to tune it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Juno's kind of hanging back. They're a little bit skeptical about what's about to ensue.
All right.
Tiny tiefling goes first.
So, you come in, and the cart is dark except for like one like bulb hanging from the
Is
ceiling.
it flickering?
It's swinging and flickering.
Ooh, good.
Aesthetic.
There are a few windows at they're small and they're at the very top, so they kind of shed some light. But immediately as you enter, 3 pairs of beady goblin eyes turn towards you. And you see these goblins, and they're already covered in like mess. There's food and scraps of fabric hanging from their mouths and their claws, and their ugly little faces are up into grins. And I'll have you guys roll for initiative.
Hello, loves. Daphne here. Thanks for joining us for today's shenanigans. You guys are truly what drives this 2010 Ford Fusion. So kudos! We want to note that these first few weeks will be absolute whack in the uploading division, but our goal is to upload 1 longish episode a week. But until we get the ball rolling, we'll be uploading multiple shorter episodes every week for now. Also, last but not least, if you could spread the word about our podcast, that'd be ice cold. We have an awesome blog at copperandbrimstone.tumblr.com, and that will be the go-to where the fuck are they headquarters. It has convenient links to stuff. I'm being vague about it, so you'll check it out. So yeah, stay hydrated, lay in some grass, have a great day.